So, like I said already, my journey started in Stuttgart, where I landed when I came from the US. And here you can see I was on the train, like I said earlier, traveling from Stuttgart, Germany to Dresden, I think is the next town, then Düsseldorf, where I changed my train to Amsterdam. And in Amsterdam, like I'd said earlier, I arrived at night and yeah, just looked around the town, looked around the city, and I was like 2 days over there. Oh, that's Dresden. This Amsterdam, this red light district near. This is a sign. That's not really the red light district, just the central Amsterdam, and lights are there. And at around 9:30 p.m., people walking on the streets. There's a shop selling cookies, with whatever. And yep, so then after about 2 days, 3 days, I took a bus. And this bus I took to France. So I took this bus to Paris, France. Not this particular bus, though this was just a bus passing by. There was a tour bus that was coming much later. So here we're in the bus, and I'm in the bus, and heading towards uh, France, passing through the countryside there. That is Netherlands, then a bit of Belgium, then into northern part of France. So you see a lot of pasture, some Frisian cows, a few trees, pretty good design, capability brown type of design for rural landscapes here. And we continued. The road is pretty smooth, and just like intercity running from all the way from Amsterdam, you can actually drive or ride the bus all the way up to down through France into Spain and probably down further into, I mean, towards Portugal, or I think Spain is the end, actually, the end of Spain, yeah. Um, in this case, you see a lot of windmills there. In France, there's a lot of windmills, a lot of green energy. And here we see like a windmill farm, miles and miles of those windmill turbines, which are very visible, and a lot of pasture, a lot of countryside. Yeah, so I traveled this route until I reached northern France. Sorry, I passed northern France into Paris. So this is one of those small towns I talked about earlier. Small town, like it was like a farmer's market, and we have like folks coming to sell their wares, a lot of rural folks coming to buy stuff, and yeah, we passed by here and continued into as we headed through France towards Paris, the city of light. Paris was called the city of light because that time it was one of the cities that was light lit there, like the streets had got some gas lighting in the boulevards and all that. One of the early cities to adopt that. That's why it's called the city of light. Also, it was a center for renaissance, for freedom and enlightenment. So that way it got the name Paris. So here we are still passing through this small town, heading towards Paris. Beautiful, beautiful, small town. Yeah. So just sit back and enjoy the scenery as we head towards Paris. Yeah, the landscape changes a bit here as we move into the northern part, as we enter Paris. And in Paris, I'd actually booked a hotel come hostel where I stayed for like 3 days before I moved on my next leg. But my focus on Paris was the touristy sites, especially one particular site that's is popular with everybody. That's the Eiffel Tower. And when you get there, I'll highlight a few things about the Eiffel Tower. Here we're just entering northern part of Paris, Nord Gare. That's the northern railway station. And that's where I changed my bus to, and I took like a local metro that took me up to my uh, hotel. Oh, actually, my hotel. Sorry, my hotel was actually in walking distance. That was my earlier trip. So my hotel was actually very close to North Garret, walking distance. So here we see a lot of windmills again. In Paris, rural Paris, rural Germany, sorry, rural France, sorry, getting confused up here. Rural France has a lot of these windmills, as you can see, and just walling through the countryside, riding through the countryside. And now we enter Paris, and so when in Paris, that's the first place I came to. Like I said, is the Eiffel Tower. Folks selling wares everywhere, hearts, small curios, uh, stuff that are like small tinklets that resemble the Eiffel Tower. Here you see some tourists on a boat, and this boat's right along the river that passes just close by the Eiffel Tower. And I think I had a better view since I actually walked right under the Eiffel Tower next on the Hudson Pier. But this tourist probably had a bigger, a wider vision and probably traveled to more areas on that boat as they navigate Paris. Pretty nice. I came here a little early in the day, and spent most of my day here until the evening for this particular day. And this is what I wanted actually to see. I couldn't get up the stairs. They're like, wow, many stairs. I could say quite a number, almost 1,000 stairs. I don't know how many, maybe 100, I don't know. But when you go up there, you are told how many stairs you're going to climb and to reach up there, and then you can come down using an elevator. And that is all ironworks put in here a long time ago, several centuries ago. So at night, this is what happens. The Eiffel Tower lights are city of light. And I stayed here a lot. I hung around here. Then I walked back towards the top of the hill, just on the opposite side of the river. And there you can see now the Eiffel Tower in its luminance, lights shining, and then the light sometimes sign in a light in a rhythmic pattern. Sometimes there's fireworks. So people sit down there and enjoy and relax and watch the scenery. So for me, I sat there, had some coke, relaxed with some beer. Sorry, not some beer, but some soda, some Coca-Cola or Pepsi Cola, whatever it was. So that's the museum up there. If you walk up there, just on the footsteps of that museum, if you sit or stand there, you look down, there you see a good view of the Eiffel Tower. There's also a little park to the left, and a lot of people just sit on the grass, talk, reminiscence, think about some days and all that stuff, think about stuff, and that's quite peaceful and quiet. Yeah, some people bring stuff to display. I think I saw some vehicles that were being displayed there, some sports cars, which we'll see in just a little minute. But I really enjoyed the slides and I really wanted to see this Eiffel Tower. Just have a look. Oh, I think that's me. Turn the camera around, trying to get the light on the back, on the on the in the background here, and yeah. But I think the light is you see a lot of that light here. Yeah, that's why it's called the City of Light here. So if we come a little closer to the boulevard, there's a street actually that passes right underneath the Eiffel Tower, and it's beautiful, all lit up at night, and the policemen there and all that. Then here, somebody was showing off these cars, these sport cars. They look like Maseratis, like in a showroom, but then they bring it out here where a lot of people can come and look and see what they want to buy them or want to buy some like that. These were like 2 or 3 vehicles like these sports cars. So I went back to my hotel in a couple of days. I relaxed, had some good dinner, and then the day, after 2 days, I was on the road again, heading through southern France into Barcelona, Catalonia, in Spain. That's another story for another day, where we'll see like how Barcelona is like. But here is just southern part of France now. As we drive down, um, it's easier to take the bus because it's a little cheaper, like 30 euros. So this is one of the stops that we made on our way towards Barcelona. Yeah, just having some little drinks here, like some juice, and interesting. Uh, the person, the salesperson, could not speak a word of English. Yeah, and wow, and I just learned that we should learn more than one language. You cannot only depend on one language here. So I realized I should have learned some French, which would be helpful. Yeah, merci beaucoup. Just a little that I know. I could not help much, but I use a lot of signs here with my hands, like gestures and so on. So here again, after a brief stop, we hit the road again. A lot of countryside, heading towards Barcelona. I enjoyed this countryside, really unspoiled countryside, very beautiful with trees scattered here and there. You can see the design there, like Capability Brown. Yep, kind of design that's common in Europe in terms of rural landscape designs. Yeah, this is another stop, which are towards this end of southern part of France before we enter Catalonia. So enjoy and subscribe to the channel to watch more of these and the subsequent serials that I'll be posting. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye.